Alright, how's it going, everyone? We are here for the final week of the regular season of SPS Season 4 Lugia Division. Uh, Quite hell of an intro there. Going up against Thunderbug and his San Diego Wingulls. If you can hear the birds in the background, that's because my window is open, because it's a cloudy, rainy day, and just nice sounds of the wilderness. Anyway, so um, going up against Thunderbug, he's a really good player. I've battled him like once, and I got completely creamed. So hopefully this one goes a little bit better. We're in week 9. We don't need to win this at all. If we win and Luffy loses, we're actually number 1 seed in the top division of SPS, which is pretty crazy. But if we lose this and a couple other people win, I'm pretty sure we can go. Actually, I don't really want to talk about it because I don't really know. We can definitely lose our 2nd seed. We might even lose our 3rd seed. We might be down to like 4th, potentially. So I don't know. We're still going to try to win, obviously. It's not important that we win, really, because I don't really care who I face in playoffs, and I'm not going to try to predict it because anything can happen. But yeah, we'll see. I don't want to make the mistake of kind of purposely losing, and then, or I don't want to make the mistake of purposely losing to battle someone and then lose to them. That'll just feel really silly for me. So, yeah, looking at the opponent's team, he's got Coco. He's got a lot of speed on his team. And Mega Kangaskhan, even though it's just kind of not as good anymore, it's still a threat because Power Punch is devastating. Sucker Punch is really annoying. He could also run like a Wish set. Obviously, no Seismic Toss. That would be crazy. But that's okay. And yeah, I guess that's it. It runs a lot of coverage moves. It's deceptively fast. It has a 100 base attack. 100 base speed. So, yeah, it can actually just outspeed Mega Metacham, which would suck. But yeah, hopefully we can put in some work with what we're bringing. That Pokemon is also bulky. He's got a few defoggers. Okay, you know what? I'm going to close the window just a little bit because those birds are going crazy. Defog Coco, Defog Empoleon, Defog Superior. Pretty sure that's it. With his removal, he's got Crocodile with rocks, Empoleon with rocks. What is it? What's it called? Orbeetle with sticky webs, and I believe that's it. So let's take a look at my team that I'm bringing. I'm bringing the Serena because I want to try to give it a few more kills before the end of the season, because it did end up getting 7 kills in 2 games, which is pretty crazy. So we're using the offensive set with Rapid Spin. So if we get, I don't really know what this is supposed to be outspeeding. Potentially, I think it's Gengar. I think that would make sense. But let's just test this theory. No, it's 258. So it's Superior. Okay, so that's once I get 1 Rapid Spin up, I'll be able to outspeed Superior, which is kind of nice because it can glare me, which is really annoying. Not if we have Misty Terrain up though. That'd be pretty nice. But yeah, Rapid Spin, Power Whip, Triple Axle, and High Jump Kick with the wide lens. We hit a lot of his team with this. Biggest thing we don't really, yeah, he does have Intimidate with Crocodile, but we Power Whip Coco, Triple Axle Gengar, Power Whip Crocodile, Power Whip Mienshao, High Jump Kick, Empoleon, Triple Axle Superior. Orbeetle's like the one Pokemon we really don't do much to, so we gotta definitely weaken that at least before this Pokemon can come in and potentially sweep. Haxorus, I can also Triple Axle. Magmortar is another Pokemon that's... and he likes to bring Magmortar. He's brought it a few times, so I would not be surprised if he does bring it. It's also the last week, so he might just want to pull out all the stops. High Jump Kick for Mega Kangaskhan as well. No, with Queenly Majesty, we don't get hit by priority moves, so that's like Fake Out Mienshao. First Impression Haxorus could come. Fake Out or Sucker Punch on Kangaskhan. None of those work, so obviously we will get outsped by Coco even after 1 Rapid Spin, and of course basically any Scarfers will still outsped, but if we somehow get to +2 speed, we'll be able to outspeed everything and go to town. So that is the Serena. Hopefully we can continue to do work with that Pokemon. Next up we have Spectrier, just very simple. I mean, it's clear that I put zero thought into the, uh, what is it called? The EVs. Now, it speed ties with Coco, so we want to make sure we at least can try to outspeed that Pokemon. Will-O-Wisp, Nasty Plot, Shadow Ball, and Dark Pulse. It's pretty good in this matchup. Outside of Crook, we kind of just outside of Crook and Kang, we kind of just Shadow Ball everything. I mean, he could bring Scarf Crook. He could bring Scarf Gengar. He could bring Scarf Mienshao. There's a few different Pokemon that could be even Scarf Haxorus has a potential. Sucker Punch Kangaskhan, but we will just Will-O-Wisp Kangaskhan if we see it. That's pretty safe. Yeah, should be about it. And then hopefully we can outspeed Coco if he does run max speed, which I don't know if he will, but just in that case, if we, I wouldn't really forgive myself if we're about to sweep and then he outspeeds me and just thunderbolts me. Yeah, that would suck. So we gotta at least try to outspeed him, and we probably will, because I don't know if he's gonna run a max speed Coco just to outspeed a Spectrier when he's got Crocodile there, when he's got Kangaskhan there. Even Empoleon with knockoff can be a pain. So anyway, next up is Muck. With the Figgy Berry, Spidef deals pretty well with Gengar. Now, Gengar can definitely run like a sub Will-O-Wisp disable set that could really screw us up. We just have to scout for that. This Pokemon is also really nice for Superior. It's pretty decent for Empoleon unless we get burned. And if he does have knockoff, that would be annoying. It's also pretty nice for Coco, because we can P-Jab that Pokemon. And pretty self-explanatory set. Muck has come to a lot of different battles in this season, and the sets are very, very similar to week in, week out. Next up we have Finny, our Fizz-Def Finny. I had like a Calm Mind set, but then I changed it to Rocky Helmet just because I want to be able to do a lot of damage to that Kang. I come in, I can't get status because I Misty Terrain, and if he tries to go for Power Punch, that's okay because he's going to be taking Rocky Helmet damage and then Body Slam. So it is what it is. I mean, the Rocky Helmet damage should definitely help us. Draining Kiss to get a little bit of health back. I don't need Defog because I have Rapid Spin on Serena. And then just kind of knock off, if he switches in like Empoleon, just knocking off items would be good. So, yeah, I could, potentially if Gengar comes in. I'm trying to see if there's any point in running a bold nature over like minus speed. I'll figure that out. I don't know if there really is. I might just run minus speed so that I can do a little bit more damage with that knockoff to like Gengar or something. But yeah, knockoff is just pretty nice move, pretty fun, pretty nice move. But yeah, it was like a Wakan Berry with Calm Mind. I'm like, that's just not gonna work. He's got Gengar, Coco, and Superior. They all kind of mess up Finny's plans. But I do need something for Kangaskhan. I do need something for Haxorus. So this is definitely a Pokemon to try to do something with those Pokemon. Of course, I need something for Crook. I need something for Mienshao. So this is a nice, just physically defensive wall. Hopefully, it can put some work in for us. Next up, we have another Rocky Helmet user, Donphan. Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, Ice Shard, and Knockoff. Again, no need for Rapid Spin because we already have Serena. And it's a pretty good Pokemon here. Like I said, his defoggers are Superior, Empoleon, and Coco. Superior and Coco don't really enjoy using defog. I haven't watched any of his battles really. I haven't seen a lot of his battles. I haven't seen his team in action. But if he does bring Superior, I'm assuming it's going to be offensive. Potentially, I think it will be. Coco, I've also not dabbled really in like a defog Coco that much. So I think if he doesn't bring Empoleon, I think Rocks are a good bring. If he does bring Empoleon, I mean, it's still a good bring. It's just, it's going to be more difficult because, because he can defog, but also it's going to be hard for him to bring it in potentially on maybe an Earthquake. So another knockoff user, just trying to knock off these items and keep those Pokemon out of play. We have 3 knockoff users. Wait, no, I didn't put knockoff on this. Never mind. No, sorry. Yeah, so we do have 3. We have right there. Yeah, okay. Just trying to get rid of items. And then Ice Shard, I think is pretty nice because it can hit Crook for priority. It can Superior for priority. It can also hit the Haxorus. So if Haxorus gets a little out of hand, we can kind of deal with that a little bit better. Again, Rocky Helmet is just nice because if Coco's like U-turning around, that'll be nice. Don't have a lot of longevity on this team as far as our bulk, outside of like Draining Kiss on Finny, which really isn't that much, and then like Figgy Berry Muck, which is probably just gonna get knocked off anyway. So, but yeah, that is the Don fan. Hopefully, gonna put in some work. And last but not least is Mega Medicham. Drain Punch, then Headbutt, Fire Punch, Bullet Punch. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Just because that does not flow very well, we're gonna do that. There we go. Because that's an order of power and it has all the punches together. I'm usually not like OCD like that, but I did it this time, so whatever. Max speed because I want to speed tie with Kanga, in case he runs max speed. And yeah, 10 Headbutt is for everything. Drain Punch is nice as well. His Psychic type is going to be Orbeetle, which I can Fire Punch really well. Do a lot of damage to that, which is nice. And yeah, then we have Bullet Punch because priority I think is really nice here. I mean, I hit Coco for pretty decent damage with Bullet Punch. I hit Gengar, I hit Mienshao, I hit Superior. All these Pokemon faster than me are not the bulkiest things in the world. So maybe if we get a lot of chip on things we need to clean up, Bullet Punch is there for us. This Pokemon get Rock Slide. It does get Rock Slide. So I'll definitely I think I brought Fire Punch for a specific. I don't really know. I could run Rock Slide just on the off chance I can get a flinch. I'd rather have a flinch than a burn on Orbeetle. So I might run it up with that. Fire Punch does do more to Superior though. So, but I'm pretty sure Drain Punch plus Bullet Punch knocks out the Superior anyway. I'll keep looking at it, but for right now, this is the team. Again, not too much pressure in this one. Just want to, hopefully win. But even if we win, it doesn't really mean much here. If we lose, it's no big deal. So we're just gonna go in there and have fun. I wanted to bring heat sets, but I don't know. If I have a chance to make #1 seed in the league. So having that there potentially really makes me want to lock down and try to get the win. So we'll see. But we're gonna try to have fun as much as possible, regardless. So thank you guys so much for watching. Last team builder of the regular season. We of course will be back for playoffs. So I'm gonna cut the battle right here and wish me luck. Alright, here we are in the battle, going up against Thunderbug and his San Diego Wingulls. He brings a team of Orbeetle, Superior, Magmortar, Crocodile, Gengar, and the Kangaskhan. So, looking at his team here, I'm thinking that, pretty standard stuff, except for the I wasn't exactly predicting Magmortar to come. Coco not coming is also interesting to see. He didn't bring Haxorus, which is kind of a relief, but at the same time I know why he didn't, because of Misty Terrain kind of messing with his dragon type moves. What else? No Empoleon, which is also okay. Not that big of a deal. His only defogger is Superior, so if he doesn't have defog on Superior, which I don't really think he will, but he could, maybe. If he doesn't, then we are in a good shape. So yeah, let's, I guess, hop right into the battle. He is going to, I'm going to lead Mega Medicham because it's pretty free. I was going to lead Donphan as I had in my mocks, but I changed it up. I wanted to lead Mega Medicham because that has a pretty decent matchup, and I wasn't expecting him to lead Gengar. Turn 1, I have a good matchup, so I'm just going to go for the safe and easy Drain Punch. I did change Fire Punch to Rock Slide for this reason exactly, getting the flinch. Pretty nice. I assumed he would have just set up the Sticky Web, and they were going to get up anyway, so it didn't really, I don't think, make a huge difference there. Zen Headbutt would have killed the Orbeetle, so I just went for it there. Unfortunately, he switched into Crook, so I guess good for him. I'm going to get in Finny. I could have stayed in, but I didn't really want to risk that, as he brings in the Superior, and I get a knockoff off, and knock off his leftovers, so that's good. I bring in Muck because it's super safe. He can't glare, but he does knock off for... It's probably like the third week where Muck doesn't get to use its Figgy Berry to its full potential because it's been knocked off. I don't know. It's at least the second week, I know that. So he brings in Crook. And I bring in Mega Medicham, actually predicting that, and then I predict his Zen Head. I was actually predicting either Kangaskhan or Crook. And I predict the Zen Head, or I predict the Gengar, go for the Zen Head, but I miss. And then I predict him to predict the Muck, and he doesn't. He just goes straight for the Shadow Ball. So those two turns absolutely just were terrible for me. It really sucked. But I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna make a fool out of myself and just give up. So let me just Toxic on the obvious switch there into the Crook. And he goes for Skitter Smack and misses. That's actually probably good for him because he didn't take Rocky Helmet damage. So yeah, he brings in Orbeetle as I get up the rocks. I felt like getting up rocks on his side would be nice because if he does want to Sticky Web with this Pokemon here, he might want to defog later on with this Superior because of the rocks are on the field. So he recovers as I knock off his boots. Then I bring in Spectre, a little bit of a balls. Well, I don't really know what to call it. It's a little bit of an aggressive play. There you go. I click Will-O-Wisp again. I didn't actually remember that the Crook was toxic. Again, this is a kind of a throwaway game. I don't need to win. If I lose, it's no big deal. But the worst I can get is 4th seed. So I'm just trying to make really ballsy plays and make myself look better than I am. So I go for Will-O-Wisp, expecting either Crook or Kangaskhan. Again, forgetting that Crook was actually already toxic. But he actually just Psychics me for a little bit of damage. And then I'm able to knock out the Pokemon with Shadow Ball. And then he brings in Crook to, as I bring in the Finny. I really wanted him to predict him to, like, I don't know, expect the Donphan and go for Earthquake or something. That didn't happen as he just knocked off, which is good. I get a little bit of Rocky Helmet damage on him. He brings Superior back in as I make a prediction on that in Nature's Madness. It was pretty good middle ground play there. I didn't want to risk, for some reason bringing in Gengar as I doubling into Muck there would be fine. Anyway, he goes for Leaf Storm as now I'm kind of scared because his Superior is looking like a mighty big threat under Sticky Webs. However, he goes for Nature Power, turns into Moonblast. Fortunately, Misty Terrain, well, fortunately for me, unfortunately for him, Misty Terrain does not boost Fairy-type moves. It doesn't. I don't know why, but it doesn't. So, Moonblast was actually not powered up there. It just turned into Moonblast. It was a neutral hit on my Muck, which did good damage, but not enough, because I love Muck. He brings in Kangaskhan. I wanted to bring in Donphan there just to save Muck as a sack. I had a feeling he would go for Power Punch, but I just let Muck go because I wanted as much health on this Donphan for the Kanga. I go for Earthquake here. I probably should have clicked Ice Shard here just in case I could get like a crit and knock him out. But I just, on the off chance I do live, I wanted the Donphan to be here just for the hell of it. I don't know. I definitely should have Ice Sharded there, but it's okay. He brings in, because then I would have only taken one Body Slam and I wouldn't have taken the other hit. But it ended up not really mattering here because Shadow Ball is super free for Gengar at this point. Which is unfortunate. I needed that Muck for the Superior, but I also need it for the Gengar now, which kind of sucks. So he brings in, so I let my Donphan go, obviously, and get a little bit of Ice Shard chip. He brings in the Crook, basically sacking it, I suppose. If he brought in Magmortar, that would have been bad because I probably would have gotten Flame Bodied there. But now he brings in Magmortar, and I'm shitting myself. Because I know that this thing gets Thunderbolt. And I know he's going to outspeed me because of Sticky Webs. And so he goes for Thunderbolt, which is interesting. I'm like, wait, are you like, you didn't really have to do that because you could have gone for a Fire move and then followed it up with a Thunderbolt, but that's okay. Maybe you're Scarfed or something because you are probably not Specs with that damage. Probably would have done more. He goes for Thunderbolt again, so not too sure what's happening here. I just click Shadow Ball, trying to knock it out, but I don't get the knockout, unfortunately. And now he knocks me out with another Thunderbolt, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe you are Scarfed. I don't know why you're using Thunderbolt all these times. Turns out, I actually don't know if he is, but I'm assuming he is, because he goes for it again against Serena, and it does very little damage. I go for the Rapid Spin. I'm protected that turn from a Flame Body, but unfortunately, the Rapid Spin actually knocks him out, so I will not get to use it against the Gengar. Well, I won't get to outspeed the Gengar. It was... Thinking about it now, this is probably a Scarf Gengar the way he's been using it, so I don't think it would have really mattered. I think Gengar would be his backup plan if he didn't get Webs up. If it is like specs, then yeah, we probably would just win there with a triple axle at the end there. But on the off chance that it's, I mean, you know, like I said, on the off chance it was specs, I could have just stayed in against the Gengar. What am I trying to say? Could have stayed in. No, sorry, I could have stayed in against that Magmortar with Serena. But obviously, how was I supposed to know that he was gonna just spam Thunderbolt? If I did know that, I could have just, like I said, Rapid Spin. Hopefully, not gonna burn. Maybe he brings in Gengar to not let the Rapid Spin go off so he can still outspeed me. I don't really know. Webs also would have been gone by then, though, so that's something to keep in mind. If I did get the Rapid Spin off, it wouldn't have slowed down Spectrier, so then he would have had to be Scarfed to outspeed me. But yeah, a lot of toss-ups that it could go either way. At the end of that, big thing here was the Zen Headbutt miss on the Gengar. That really sucks because, and then the next turn, him going for Shadow Ball was really not fun because that basically eliminates the one Pokemon that beat me. You know, Gengar beats me at the end, 1-0. If that's not there, we win, pretty much. Obviously, the game can go 100 different ways in 100 different scenarios, but it's unfortunate. Of course, we did get the flinch on Orbeetle, but like I said earlier, I don't think that one really mattered too much. You know, it's a 30%. He probably, like I said, he probably goes for Sticky Webs there, and they get up pretty early anyway. So yeah, it is what it is. Again, didn't really matter if we won or lost this one. We are 7-2, 7-2 plus 13 to end the season. We're gonna be either third or fourth. I know we're gonna be yeah. Because Sean's gonna be second now because I lost this one. So that means, let me pull up something. Sorry if that was loud. I don't really know. Let me pull something up on my laptop. Okay, so we're third right now. If Boot wins with a 3-0, he ties us. If he wins with a 2-0 or a 1-0, we are still third. If he wins with a 4-0, 5-0, or 6-0, he will take third and I'll take fourth. But I cannot get any lower than fourth. So a lot of battles still have not happened, though, including that one with Boot. So if I don't know who gets the tiebreaker. If he wins 3-0, I don't know who gets third and who gets fourth. But let's see. Yeah, because Sun, Kurt, Shark, Bagel John, and who's this? I forgot his name because it's Fist. Those guys are still in playoff contention, and they all can move. That's literally 4th seed through 9th seed is the 5 people I just mentioned. So they can all make it, and I don't know what's going to happen. Should be fun, though. Should be fun. But yeah, that's going to be that. Whoever we face, we'll face. Again, it's going to be a toss-up no matter what. So we'll just have to see for ourselves what happens there. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell, all of that. And yeah, it's going to be it. I will see you guys in the next video, whatever it may be. Alright, see you.